I will guide us to victory. The heavens move at my whim. Your end has been foretold. Feel the embrace of the celestial twilight. May the celestials guide us to triumph. I will guide us to victory. The heavens move at my whim. Your end has been foretold. Feel the embrace of the celestial twilight. May the celestials guide us to triumph. I will guide us to victory. The heavens move at my whim. Your end has been foretold. Feel the embrace of the celestial twilight. May the celestials guide us to triumph. I will guide us to victory. The heavens move at my whim. Your end has been foretold. Feel the embrace of the celestial twilight. May the celestials guide us to triumph. I will guide us to victory. The heavens move at my whim. Your end has been foretold. Feel the embrace of the celestial twilight. May the celestials guide us to triumph. I will guide us to victory. The heavens move at my whim. Your end has been foretold. Feel the embrace of the celestial twilight. May the celestials guide us to triumph. I will guide us to victory. The heavens move at my whim. Your end has been foretold. Feel the embrace of the celestial twilight. May the celestials guide us to triumph. I will guide us to victory. The heavens move at my whim. Your end has been foretold. the embrace of the celestial twilight. May the celestials guide us to triumph. I will guide us to victory. The heavens move at my whim. Your end has been foretold. Feel the embrace of the celestial twilight. May the celestials guide us to triumph. I will guide us to victory. The heavens move at my whim. Your end has been foretold. Feel the embrace of the celestial twilight. May the celestials guide us.
Hello, hello everyone. Good evening. It's almost night. Actually, it's almost 8:30. But yeah, everything aside, welcome to the semi-finals of this Conquest of the Winter Crown series. It will be a best of five battle between Team IGN and ZOHUNT. The first match racing on right now, and this time I will be your caster Zuo, and along with me will be joining another guest caster, Debbie. So hello, Debbie. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing very very well, Jero, and I'm so excited for this match, right? Because this is the first time I'm here in Winter Conquest, and I do really want to see because I've been into that, the viewer position, right? Most of the time, I even won one giveaway, I would say, and yep, I'm so thankful for that. But right now, these two teams are one of the two of the greatest teams we have seen so far, and it's the semi-finals, like you were talking about. So I'm very looking forward to it. But let's jump right back into this drafting phase.
Yep, definitely. And look at we are, getting a look at the draft right now, and we do see the Lucas and the Hylos getting banned from the side of Team Zohan. And both of them are quite sustained. They sustain damage a lot, and they do hurt a lot when they, deal that damage, and they have
Butterflies born by the
quite
wish,
the
guided by legend.
potential in the game, but it's kind of fair that they got banned out. And along with that, from the side of IGN, they have that Zushin and then Matilda banned, because
Time to
Zohan, they
test the
are
beat of the
having the
clock.
first pick, so they most probably would not want to give such heroes with great potential, right?
Yep, absolutely right, and you are true. But banning out the Metahuman has opened up
Experience the
so many of the
youthful
goal league
suffering.
dominators like the Harris and the Granger, and right now Prime will be the one picking out the Granger very early on because I've seen this guy on Granger actually, and he's been onto the winning side and just dominating onto the goal lane. But this does that banning out of Fanny for respect did open up his Hayabusa as well because I've known respect since I've seen him in Pro
The
MS. He's
Immortal
so
One
good onto
showed
the
us
Hayabusa
what
as
the
well, but the chance
fires that
for the
claim
Suyo
the
being picked away
gods.
for the side of IGN right now, but understandable because the Suyo has much more priority than the Hayabusa. But into the side of Joe Hunt, they can ban out the everything, but right now they are still in the space. It's very very early Eve pick for them. They for the side of IGN, they just have
System
that
ready.
Gadget cutoff. So
Alpha
I'm kind
Beta
of questioning
powered
this
up.
very early Eve pick here.
Yeah, with Gatotkacha present and Zohan taking that Eve, it's quite, questionable because Gatotkacha, he can reach out for that back line with his AOG. So it will be quite interesting, because Eve, she actually depends on her position quite a lot, and she'll be that backline provider, support provider. So Eve against the Gatotkaca, yeah, quite interesting. But again, Aaron on that Harriet, and seems like
I am not
for
the only one
that
that
Suyu pick
watches
coming in from
chains.
IGN, Zohan, they will be going for his counter, the Alpha, and I think it's quite great for because Suyu and Gatotkaca, they're both tanky, so Alpha, he'll be dealing that through damage onto them, so he will be able to melt them if they have if he has that enough farm.
Yep, absolutely true. That he does have to have that enough and Dusty Mizo has been so phenomenal, so impeccable. And onto this Alpha, onto this fighter angles that we have seen so far, onto the Martis as well, and the Joy, right? But I didn't think understanding of the situation, they are in the predicament they are if they are running out of Joy, giving up the Alpha for Dusty Mizo right now. They are actually trading the Joy with the Alpha. For Johan right here, so I would say these kind of both of the teams have their facts straight because they are seriously going for to the going on for the draft and not hesitating, just try to see what to ban
Hope will
out first,
find a way,
which hero they do
even
not
when
want to
all is
go against. And
forlorn.
right now, the with the Vexana being banned by Johan, I would say this is a very understandable ban because for the side of IZN, they do really need a CC for the mates because since so far the Harris the studio they require
Both
something in order
love
to
and
have
night
that front line. But right now they are the one
everlasting.
actually picking out that Sicilian by which I would say this is they do want to go for the late game because looking at the lineup so far, the studio have an early game potential as well as the Harriet who assigns into that mid to late tier. So I would say they are going for
Wipe
more.
out all the injustice in the world.
Yeah, they want that late game security. But actually, I was kind of hoping for an Aurora because they kind of, lack that CC from IGN. But again,
Yeah,
it's better to be safe than sorry, because so you will be taking that early game, and Sicilian he will be the insurance for the late game. While Zohan they have Granger for the late game, so I guess it's kind of a trade, but we do see the Chow on the family problem, and it will be a roll Chow with CC against a Gatotkacha. So they have two heroes to melt that Gatotkacha and Suyu because they both deal 2 damage and damage based on HP. So quite the great lineup coming in from the side of Team Zohunt. But again, the chip, the last pick going on to the side of Team IGN, and the chip is open. So will they go for chip or will they be going for something else? I mean, at this lineup, I would say chip will be quite useful because with his shortcuts, Suyu and Harriet will be, coming in from his portal and dealing that damage right there.
Who said there are no
yeah,
shortcuts in
absolutely right.
life?
And they
I
did pick out the
literally
chip because,
invented
like
one.
like you said, they require. But looking at the side of Zohan, right? They are dependent just on family problems with the kicks because he is a kind of a pickup hero. But Faden is actually onto the Eve that can be the boxing ring that he can provide for that RW from that RW and make space for his team to farm up a little bit. But right now, the both teams are going for the early game accept this feeling because we have seen so far that Suyu and Alpha, both are very, very snowball dependent heroes, are always going to be fighting out for those early game turtles as well. And whenever there's a chance for them to snowball to go for the gangs as well, there are going to be, a stopping sign for them. The first turtle will be the fate of each of the team, but you know what I like about IZN is that the Sicilian is there, the late game security that you mentioned is there. Meanwhile, for the side of Zohan, they do want to go for that early game action in order to end the game fast enough.
Like, it might just be a brawl match since it's the first, and they might want to say test each other's teams out. But for now, we'll be heading on towards the land of dawn, ladies and gentlemen. The first match of this best of five semi-finals between Team Zohunt and Team Aizian. Which team will emerge victorious in this battle of five and secure their spot in the finals? But we'll have to wait for that till the end. So do make sure to stick with us and we'll be with you throughout the whole game. So for now, we do see a little bit of skirmish here and there, early game tactics that you usually do, nothing quite out of the ordinary, and both the teams are just securing onto your objectives right now.
Oh, that's a first detail being secured by Destiny there right here. I would say respecting the user retribution right now, but the troll family bomb is probably just something else that anyway. I can't take it there, at this point, the side of Zohan are the one actually having the early game into that mid lane. So supposedly they are the one who's gonna have that early game rotation so far because they are committed to clearing it together. Meanwhile, Witch onto the game does hit those back.
Yeah, the what Zone can do is prevent Sicilian from getting that stacks by freezing the lanes and making them cancel each other out. But we do see that Granger cutting lane right there.
Oh, that's a that's a great getting in lane actually, but into the mid side, it's actually Rich taking very little response in night. Jaden has been trying to look for plays, right? But the Jungle Tower is coming into play, just trying to hit the last minions that he required. I mean, that was an unsuccessful freeze right over there into the mid lane. Now, Jaden has to be careful. It is a turnaround for him because he needs to clear that minions of course in order to be available for that turtle fight right now. I think they are just gonna go for it, but the thing is, he's dealing a lot of damage on the anti right there.
Yeah, quite the trying to secure that turtle from the side of Team IGN, and they do get that. Chow he was onto that Suyu, but they were quite late on that follow where the shortcut gets popped out as well. Pair of Alpha, however, not connecting, and Alpha does think Mizo on that Alpha will be getting taken out. That chip here, he is definitely being a menace. Having that shortcut onto himself and summoning his teammates out of anywhere on that map. So it's quite a loss for Team Zohan for now, as IGN they take the early game lead that they need. But we do see a lot of fighting coming in. The wave the dragon from Chow, but he gets taken down by Anti right there again. So quite
Oh,
a bad engage coming in from the side of Team Zohan right there.
yeah, so that was, I would say, and resilience on their part because the CC will not be coming online much because he's going to be serving up in the lane. Duality has to be sticking onto that lane, just trying to save away NT just a little bit too early. But, NT has been retained so well, just providing his team onto the goal lane that are in trouble. That's a lot that be connecting onto him as well, but not enough to take him down. He's actually going to be safe. But, both of the teams have to be a little bit careful now. The question coming up on both of them might actually be against their favor because we have seen that show where Family Problem was looking for oh there's one more Family Problem wait for it.
Yeah, definitely that Wave the Dragon definitely connected, but again, shortcut has been casted by Chip right there. RWM gets casted right there as well. Zaman Force gets that pop out, and he,
Oh
however, will be flickering away from that AOG. So quite the great timing coming in. The curtain call and the Yo-Yo Blaze are definitely connecting, and however, he will be getting away. But no, CC, he gets the cheese and he gets Witch on that Sicilian right there. Suyu, he is quite low, but he is quite far from his enemy, so he will be escaping that pursuit. So safe to say that was quite a great engage coming in. But again, IGN they had to lose their maze, for because they had a little bit of a mess up there.
yep, and unfortunately for which he didn't have that character coming out into play, but Kimmy is speaking what right here. Oh, he got the Kimmy right there, and another the three of Alpha will be connected again. Kimmy will be falling down into the hands of Kimmy, and another turtle for the Alpha for touching Mizo right here, and he's gonna be looking for that lead he's looking for, but right now I would say both of the jungles are equal in their goals.
Yep. It's just how you have to play because you do not want to okay, a pause coming in from either one of the teams. Okay, quite interesting. Maybe technical issues or something. But yeah, as we wait for that pause, I would like to mention to our viewers that we have a giveaway going on, and for you to enter that giveaway, you just have to type exclamation mark Swiss. So do make sure to participate and take a chance on your luck. But for now, we'll be resuming that match that we left out. So, okay, as I was saying, Harith, however, he gets taken down by Prime right after the pause has been lifted. So the pause was quite untimely because he was on the verge of dying and he did die right there. So, okay, Batspeed gets popped out in Prime, gets taken down for, that pursuit on that Harridan alongside family problem right there as well. So quite a great follow up coming in from the side of Team IGN.
Yep, I would say that was a good response, but but onto the bot that has a lot of damage coming onto dusting, you just have to look for that defense onto that turret and you'll be successful in doing so. But and at the same time, the quality is just dwelling with still the members of IGN, but he's gonna be there that the CG will have that bling ability to survive any kind of onslaught right there, but which has to be careful. The certain calls being committed on him as well, but also the backside, ooh, look at it.
Oh, definitely. Kimi is getting mad because they know their potential, but AOZ connecting onto one person and he's quite inside. Anti, however, onto that Prime, but Prime will be escaping as he has his dash skills. But Suyu again quite low. Zaman forced onto CC. It's CC. Will she be escaping just a little bit? Yes, she escapes.
Oh.
And gets started right on time, and Harris will be taken down. That was quite of an overextension coming in from the side of Team I just to take out one member.
Yep, there was a lot of resources wasted as well, and on the end, it's Zohan actually coming out on top, and they are just gonna beeline towards that turtle. Right? They also will be the side that they are gonna be taking, but they also I respect it as well because he's been farming quite a lot, heavy farming, and just looking for a place. That perfectly committed. What did that see result? And Ron just diving in. Especially though we have to be careful right now that it's only one and AOC will be testing into no one. Yeah, there's a family problem in trouble. Aaron Creator will be taking down family problem. Visuality will be thumbs up and another kill for Aaron the Creator. And I feel like this Harry is finally finding his footing that he was looking for.
Yeah, definitely. He has his momentum onto him, and with that Talium side onto him, he can start dealing more damage, and his cooldown will be reduced. So he can definitely take on fights, more fights than he can in the early game. So safe to say they need to start marking Harith as well. But I get it from the side of Team Zohan, they were marking that ship because his portals and his portals were quite the annoyance for the side of Team Zohan. So I get it where they are coming from, but again for the side of Team
Yeah.
IGN, they are definitely at a disadvantage of that turrets as their first tier turrets has been taken down. So the map so however both the teams are quite equal on that. Okay, shortcut gets casted right down to the bottom. She won't be escaping as there were 5 person onto her pursuit right there.
Yeah, there was a bit of a predicament for duality to escape from that because you cannot escape a five-man game right there when you have only one purified but family problems gonna be stunned up again and see this guy has been doing the team that the team is looking for because most of the time the chip is actually the who's gonna be coming in the second and he is gonna be the distractor with that gets and make make spaces for his team to come into the better farming right now. And looking at the build parts for Ranger, right? I do want to say that he is going for the best kind of the build parts I'm looking for because when you are behind, actually he's not behind. When you're all a little bit low in gold, you have to be careful in what you build up. He's going for two of this penetration that he required, and finally he's going for the sky pizza. I do really like this elite sky pizza because when you have a barrage, um have that ability to secure the kill, and it'll be easier in stacking that Sky Purifier up. But we cannot forget Respect here, right? He's been leading with the goal compared to the team leader, but right now the lot will be up while the teams are looking for a place.
Yep, they're definitely looking on for it. Okay, it's reconnecting, but Justin Mito does take that load onto him. It is quite a little bit of a late for team IGN to get that AOZ, and they lost that trade right there. But they are not giving up. They are going for that chase, and Stanley Promo wants to sue you that where the dragon gets kicked out, respect will
Oh,
be taken down by Prime right there. So quite a great marking coming in from the side of Team Zone right there. Kimi, however, he will be falling down as he was quite ahead of his team and was not able to retreat on time. So with the Lord marching in from the bottom lane towards the side of IGN and 2 people down to defend that Lord, even if the inhibitors are not popped out, they will at least lose their second tier turrets right there.
yep, you're right because they are looking at the price for that load, but right now they are actually focusing onto that bot lane again and he's just trying to read out any position coming out from the side of Jeruhan, but he's not being successful because that's Raiden over there just trying to deal the low damage right there. I feel like I would say that Jeruhan they finally found their footing. They are looking for space and they have to be careful. But look at that.
Yep, RW Casket gets casted right on the point, and Prime in his prime definitely getting that kills onto himself with his Sky Piercer right there. So he's definitely dealing that backline damage, and she is supporting all of the all of her the whole team by casting that real world manipulation on point and slowing the enemies down whoever is in there, and Granger is there to deal that damage from the backline, but we do see Chow going in. Will he
Whoa.
go? Oh, definitely the weird dragon on the Sicilian, but he gets taken down right there alongside Chow. Will be punished for going quite in. Revitalize gets popped out, but 1-for-1 trade for the both the teams, and IGN they still have that pressure coming in from the side of Zohan, but I think they will be fine for now as the minions are quite approaching, but not enough to put that additional pressure onto okay Chip. However, he will be getting taken down by Granger right there. Command Ford gets popped out, and it's shut down for Prime and Speed and right there by Suyu. So Zohan, they will be getting that reverse wipeout coming in and Alpha. However, he pops out his Winter Crown on time, but triple kill for Suyu right there, and three people down for the side of Team Zohan. Quite the turn of events. That too, right before the Lord is about to spawn.
Yep, I would say that was a great time of event as well. And Family Problem and Duality are the only two people surviving right now. And the fight of IGN just marching down, just looking for a place like that. The fact will be connected again to the marker as force as well. But the fight of IGN, they did not have the movement that required to take down any turret. But right now, they are in a good position. They have the everything that they are looking for. The opening, the little bit of window of opening they are looking for right now provided by the TV onto that shit right there, and they are just beelining towards that Lord against Family Problem. Trying to hit four players. And look at that, a kick onto respect.
He definitely went quite in with that, but the short hit, however, gets casted right there. And CC and Yeef, they are quite low, but Yeef is helping CC take on Kimi, and Kimi gets this taken down right there. But Harris, however, he will be on to feet, and then he will be getting taken down. But again,
Oh,
Aaron will be taken down by Justin Mizo instead. So 3 for 3 trade for both the teams, but again, the Lord is approaching from the side of Team IGN and Suyu and Sicilian, they both might be enough to take at least one of the inhibitor down with that lord, but respect, however, he will be escaping. But the curtain call does connect onto two people. Family problem definitely approaching. There's a cheese and the wave dragon gets connected on the Suyu, but he will be escaping, and that bat speed
oh,
gets popped out. But duality will be getting taken down again. Prime getting onto that Suyu. Okay, that's quite the trade that both the teams are looking
yeah,
for, and they definitely saved
absolutely.
their base this time.
I would have thought that they would be able to take at least one inhibitor, at least the mid inhibitor right there, but unfortunately for the side of Heisey, and they did overstay a bit, and Prime was perfectly into the respawning time, just trying to look for the kill, and Respect will be eventually falling down to the hands of Prime again. There's another stack onto the Sky Future, but right now, I would say the Sicilian, Vix onto the Sicilian has been sticking up pretty well. We have the Wishing Lantern now, and the frontliners for the side of Johan will actually have to be careful because the wishing lantern will be dealing a lot of damage and extra damage as well with the glowing one again because that's an entire heal that they were looking for. But look at the position of Kimi right here. I think he's gonna go for flanks because at the end when they have that when they put Kimi onto that ship, he kind of when they are actually behind, he goes for this kind of place, looking for a flank onto the backside and shortcutting onto any of the member he can find, and his team will be assembling. But I feel like Johan are reading this off because they are coming up together.
Yeah, they are waiting for Chip to make a move. Alpha is approaching. Will okay, he is definitely checking on that bush to if to see if Kimi is there or not. But Kimi, will he be doing that, pulling off that move? Okay, he gets away, he gets back. But respect, however, he is quite near zone. But again, the Lord is about to be spawning in, and this Lord will be quite crucial for both the teams. As the team who takes that Lord this time might be the one who reigns in this first match of this best of 5 series. And we do see they are trying to position themselves quite well. Family Problem is doing a really really great job at checking on that pushes as well. And Chip Kimi on that trip, he is definitely clearing other minions, and the pressure is, onto the side of Team Zone this time. But we do see Family Problem trying to pull up a move. Follow up is definitely there. Are we gonna see a fight near that Lord, or will there be a Lord steal? That is not, however, he is definitely doing that split push. Okay, Family Problem goes in. The poke is there. Arabella gets started. Aaron, however,
Oh,
he'll get keeping with his double force, but so you take that Lord onto himself, but he will be getting taken down. And Harris, however, triple kill for Vaden right there. Okay, I did not see that, but Anti, he is quite at the back, and Prime will be taking Anti on. So one person left for the side of Team IGN, and they will be losing that free Lord. But Zohunt, they are determined to pop out
oh,
that base because Kimi is the only one trying to defend the base, so they definitely have a chance of popping out the base right now. And Kimi gets taken on a full wipe out, and with that, Crystal has been
ah,
taken out the first match going in the side of Team Zohunt.
I would say right, that was an amazing play coming out from Johan right there, and kudos to Faden as well because he was doing such an amazing zob and spacing out the side of IGN right there. Even though they have the damage for IGN with the Sicilian with the Harriet as well, and a little bit of split pushing coming out from NT right there because they do have the circuit. They were looking for a kind of a flank for that Lord, but unfortunately for them, it wasn't worth it because they did steal the Lord. They did get the Lord, but eventually, oh, they did lose four of their members, and Kimmy will be the one, falling down at the end. So, this was a game for the Lord. So I would say Johan are really really playing this well, and they have the tempo they were looking for, and I would like to say they can keep this tempo going for more because looking at their position right now, they are looking very very good.
Yeah, definitely. The main damage dealer was definitely Prime right there, and they kind of underestimated Prime in that match. And they this time I think they might go for that Granger ban, but again they do have the first pick. So moving on to the second match of this best of five series, the semifinals between Team IZN versus Zohunt right now. First match was taken by Zohunt. Quite the turn of events coming in after that Lord fight. But this is the second match, and will we be seeing a reverse sweep from IGN this time? To find out, we will be first moving on to the drafting phase. So the first ban has been Matilda and Lucas from both the teams. So Debbie, what kind of bans are you expecting from this second match?
Yeah, I feel like they should
Time to
try
drop
to
the
secure that
beat of
grand
the
slam because it has been
flesh.
such an important hero for both of the teams so far because we've seen Prime, like you mentioned, has been the main damage dealer because of the Rhapsody as well as the
Butterflies
Dixonata hitting the
born by
Lord.
thy
And
wish,
Aaron
guided
the Creator is
by
not the
lantern's
first to reckon
light.
with because he's also one of a hero, one of a user of a Granger, and we have seen how amazing he performed on this. But so far, we haven't been looking at any kind. There has always been a trade of the grandeur and the Harriets, and most of the time the Harriet side is the one who's going to be not having that good of a time. But right now, they're actually banning out the meta heroes that we have seen so far, the Lucas, the Juice, and very, very understandable, and the Joy as well, because for the side of Joe Hunt, this team has been so phenomenal onto the Joy. So I would like to say they are just targeting Ben at this point.
Yep, the Harriet last match was quite great from Aaron on that Harriet, but again maybe they are planning for a priority pick, so they will be going for that Harriet
No one
ban,
can resist
and
punishment.
Aaron gets
Not
that
even
Granger
Oh,
my
onto
enemies.
himself this time. So no Granger for Zohunt, and this time the IGN will be getting that Granger onto themselves. So I'm quite interested. Will he be doing more than Zohan did in that last match? Will he be showing us something completely different? I am quite curious because Aaron on that Granger, he's quite famous for that.
Wipe out
And
all the
okay,
injustice in the
yeah.
family
world.
problem on the show yet again. So we will be seeing some more show actions from family problem.
Yep, I would like to say this family problem of his child is really a problem for the side of IGN, but right now he's also going for it again, and this might actually be forcing Aaron the Creator onto that Purify as well. And when he does have the Purify again, there's no way he's going to be escaping any kind of rival manipulation that's going to be committed by Vaden as well. So I would like to say they for the side of Johan, they did actually have the Style again. Maybe just go for the Beatrix too, but right now it's IGN's pick. They can go for something very, very early, aggressive in order to enable their run right here. So they are directly gonna lock onto this tanky two dual flexible heroes that can be put into any kind of position right there with two revitalize we have seen so far the Gasukata and onto that Pyro position.
Yep. This time, IGN they are deciding to go for a more tanky lineup, but Dusty Mizo
Hope
is
will find a
on
way,
to that
even when all is
alpha
forlorn.
yet again. So we are not seeing quite any lineup changes from Zohan like the first
Yeah.
match they had. They had the Eve, they had the Chow, and they have the Alpha. So it proved quite well for the side of Team Zohan. But okay, the CZ has been banned, because last match she was melting and she was being a menace against that Gatot Kaja. So that was quite a valid and respect ban coming in from the side of Team IGN. And this time they will be, forced to use some other EXP. I'm guessing maybe a Phobius or Khalid,
Oh,
maybe. But Hilda is also open, so we might get to see that, or something completely different. So I don't know. I'm just taking my guesses. But
uh,
again, Aurora has been banned for the side of from the side of Team Zone. So they are definitely targeting those crowd control mages. That Vixana and there's Aurora. Both of them they have the crowd control ability quite a lot.
yep, absolutely right. When you see an Aurora band, there's a chance
I
for
am
the team
not
to
the
be
only
immune. But
one
the
bound by
only
these
problem is picking
chains.
up the tone might not be into the XP. But right now, for the side of IGN, the banning out the Furways, maybe they read that the Furways have been a chance for the side of Johan to pick it up. But having two very tanky frontliners, I would say the CC being banned away might actually be a chance for NT to put that Hylos into that XP and possibly make some more plays for his team, open up the map as well, like he did onto that Gatot. Meanwhile, it wasn't much of a factor because they did lose that game, but onto the side of Johan, they are picking up that Irithel as a direct counter for that Granger. I would say this kind of Irithel has a kind of passive that deals a lot of damage that break down the elements of the frontliners, right? So I would say the prime way for this might actually be a Spectre, might actually be a good strategy for
幻影
Johan right
strikes
now,
like a
but there's no
split
intent
enemy.
in the fact just
俺も闇に潜んでいるぞ。
knocking down his Hayabusa. For the first time that I've seen him, he hasn't been playing much of the Hayabusa again because it's one of his comfort and it hasn't been opened up since. But right now, the Hayabusa is onto the picture.
Yep, we're seeing kind of the comfort and signature picks coming in from IGN this time. They are not taking chances at all this time. So okay,
Yeah.
we did see that which on that Novaria does really phenomenal job on that. And even if Novaria is not in the meta, which he handles that Novaria like he was just born to play that Novaria. But again, looking at both the lineup of both the teams, they are looking quite really good. And Hayabusa, he will be marking that Yeep onto that backline, but Chao, if he does manage to grab onto that Hayabusa, he will be, getting out because he is quite squishy. But we do have that Hylos and Katot Kacha combo because Hylos, he will be going in with his glorious pathway, and Katot Kacha, he will be marking for that backline with his AOG again.
Yep, you are right, because the highlights in the Get combo has been such a menace for both teams. For most of the time, the opponent teams hasn't have that opening they require, but the glue duality might actually be onto something here because Hayabusa, I'm gonna say that highlights is actually good for the team fights. Meanwhile, glue is so good and imprisoning the opponent that he's looking for, and he might be looking for imprisoning this anti onto that thing and not making it effective to the team opponents.
Yep, definitely. And ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all to the second match of this best of five series between Team IZN and Team Zohunt. This will be quite another interesting match for us to watch because the first point it went towards the side of Team Zohunt and IGN. They will be fighting back. They will be getting that point onto themselves this time, and they won't be holding back. So I am quite curious as to how IGN will be playing this time. And that Granger against that Iritel, Iritel is leading Granger with his pressure, but we will be seeing a comments in the mid lane. Kimi quite low, however, not quite okay. Respect gets that she's family problem. Will respect. Okay, first blood onto the hands of fate, and respect will be taken down for that invade situation. But Kimi again quite inside, so he will be getting taken down as well. Quite the great follow up coming in from Team Zohunt this time. 2 kills already onto their hands.
Yeah, I feel like that wasn't a zealousness and a bit of a bad stuff for respect right here under the Hayabusa because he was doing something that wasn't required because this is like Alpha jungle and he's gonna be so behind at this time just because of that one kill he lost and the flicker committed by Vaden just to secure a kill onto that Hayabusa was actually worth it for them. But right now the turtle will be spawned and both teams will be just trying to prep for it. But the Alpha might actually be the one into the lead because he's having that level lead with one level ahead, and he's going to be having that much more points into the distribution as well. And looking at the side of AGN, right, they are not in a position to contest, and eventually Dusty Mizo will be the one securing that turtle easily. But there's another group
Yep,
of people.
definitely, quite. Okay, Spirit of connecting on the two people, and the RWM gets casted right on point. And the overextension coming in from Zohan they will
Oh,
be punished for that. And Faden, will he be getting taken down? The chase is definitely there, and Faden again onto the hands of respect will be getting taken down. So IG and they are fighting back, and Zohan they did quite a little mess up on that going extension coming in, but it was for the good, I guess. But for now,
yeah.
we will be seeing a clue against that high loss, and I think both of them are quite at the same level because they are dealing damage against themselves and definitely equalizing the pressure. But this time, Prime
Oh,
might be
that's
in
actually
trouble for that back bottom. Oh, okay.
okay. Yeah, he has to be careful right there. Like you mentioned, time. He does have things just holding on to it, but I'm just really excited. What I noticed about Johan is that they do love steering together into the mid lane and rotating together and just giving space for enabling the side laners as well and setting up for the turtles are quite easy for them at the moment. But just like sitting quite good in the position. He's just looking for a play, I would say. But if Kimi ever start a little bit, he's gonna be hunt down with the spirit of alpha. But right now, reading that out, I would say he's having that hunt, but Jimmy in trouble. He's gonna be timing away, and the fear of Alpha will be connecting on the end of so sticking onto him. Prime will eventually take down Jimmy again, and eventually later the picture that Peter will be falling into the hands of Red Peter, and that's killing free for him. But Prime using the screen just trying to chase away, but they
Oh.
will be there, but not enough. Family problem will secure that kill onto Prime.
That was a kind of a fair trade coming in. But again, family problem, the glorious pathway gets popped out. However, the astral meteor won't be hitting onto no one. Family problem, he's quite low, and Anti is definitely chasing onto Faden right now. And AOG connecting, and Faden gets taken down right there. So quite the fruitful chase coming in, but Dusty Mizo is there with Spear of Alpha connecting onto Kimmy, and Kimmy will be getting taken down. And of course, family problem is onto Anti. Will he be going down? He does get that down. Astral Meteor connecting, and Alpha will be taken down. So quite another great follow up coming in from both the teams right there. And safe to say the turtle will be going in the hands of IGN this time, uncontested.
Yep, you're absolutely right. This is an contested turtle, and you know what? Um, uh, Respect does need this kind of damage. He does want to have a lot of items onto his hip in order to survive any kind of onslaught. Oh, the long damage of the prime that's something fun. He didn't find it again, but around the crater, he has a lot of damage. He is in the lead as well, and eventually he will be the winner of that team. But there's a lack of support coming up from Family Problem because he doesn't have the required amount of CC that he was looking for. But right now, I feel like everyone will be the enabler.
Yep. Okay, mid lane. Ardavan gets casted right there, and the creator will be taking family problem and Faden down with his Rhapsody right there. So he is definitely getting that damage, and he has a Sky Piercer, so it will be stacking up and it will be helping. He already has 30 stacks on that, so it's definitely helping out with his execute passive right there. And that Novaria is doing a really great job at providing the vision with her Astral Echo and Astral Meteor. So, but again, for the side of Zohan, they have lost their mid lane turret, the most important one, and it will be posing quite harm for the side of Team Zohan because they it's quite crucial for them because it prevents your enemy to go into that invade. It's a little Hard for them, but family problem will be taking with down with the hands of Prime. Right there's Obi Shadowkill gets casted as well. He is definitely being a monster, right? Akimi, however, he is quite alone. Will he be escaping? Okay, he does escape, but the door is blocked. He gets popped out and empty to the rescue. Respect, he does not have his Ogi Shadow Kill. However, Dusty Mizo will be getting taken down in the hands of NT, and Respect does the follow up. Blue will be onto Hylos right there, and Hylos is definitely, taking him away from Zohan, but they are quite low. Astral Echo connect onto two people. Family problem is there, and Hayabusa on that respect gets taken. Respect on that hamster, sorry, gets taken down right there. But Peyton, he gets that from Aaron right there. Quite the great follow up coming in from both the teams, to avenge their teammates right there and look for a great trade. But in this match, the goals favor is onto the side of Team IGN.
Yep, the idea does really have that deep, but what a setback can happen to him right there. But just seeing his game, he wasn't looking for a lot of plays, but he hasn't been able to do much because the alpha is actually behind, and we do want to have example with the alpha, but we do not want to be executed alpha. The goal part where he will be committed. It was just the backside and keep timing trouble will be eventually taken down by Kimi as well. Will be the one to carry that kill, and the shadow kill on the family problem will be taken down. That's a lot of gain, that's a lot of profit and advantage for the side of IGN, and they are coming out on top in every kind of team fight they are looking for. Because respect is there with any kind of shadow kill that he was looking for, which even whenever there's a real manipulation being taught, he's gonna be onto the backside, just trying to disable him, manipulate him, and just make him unavailable for a team fight most of the time. And the disengage and the re-engage coming out of the Hylos and Timmy as well. I feel like this is an amazing team fight, and they can take fight as many times as they want.
Oh, the Spirit of Alpha definitely connecting, and Kiwi gets taken down right there. That connection definitely helps Team Zohan get that flow. But again, four people remaining, and Alpha he will be going back. But we do see which near family problem, and NT is definitely approaching, but he goes straight for Hamza right there. The wave to dragon connecting, but he does pop out, and so Shadow will fight on time, and Aaron will be taking glue on that duality on that glue down right there, and Astral Meteor won't be connecting onto no one. But will there be more chase, or will there be? Okay, Faden, he's quite in trouble, but he does pop out his
Oh,
flicker. The flicker gets baited out right there. So, Dusty Meteor gets taken out by Aaron. That was quite the phenomenal damage coming in, and a double kill for Aaron right there. He is, on fire. Aaron is on fire. He
yeah,
is definitely dealing that damage. Like both the teams on that Granger, both the teams did really quite
yeah.
well, and they are still doing really well. But again, the inhibitor is the three inhibitors are the only ones remaining for the side of Team Zohan, and Respect gets that kill onto Faden again. Glorious Padre gets popped out, but look at that show. Family problem on the show. He does go in, but he will be getting taken down as he was quite far.
I would say there's a lot of team fight happening, and in favor of IZ and most of the time, and the thing that has been going for that that Skype is again, but that's a back and forth for the respect. That's a comfort hero he's playing, and it's gonna be amazing on him as well. But with the rough start that he was having, he is now having that feeling that what he was looking for, taking down Faden most of the time, and just disabling him, handicapping him most of the time. And I would say family problem hasn't been doing much because he was focusing too much onto the grinder, onto Aaron the creator, and Aaron has that stack which he required, that 60 stack that's turned into 70 with that one kill that he was looking for. I would say there was a lot of melting potential coming up for the Rhapsody and the Death Sonata as well. At this point, the only win situation, the win condition for the side of Johan is make time enable, give him the required items he's looking for. He can go for the Great Dragon Spear because of the movement speed that it provides as well as the damage and the attack speed, and give him the goal, all the goal that they're looking for, because he's the only late game factor they are looking. And it may be duality might actually have to be careful in doing other members as well.
Yep, definitely. As you said, Prime needs his farm and his items because Granger he is already almost done taking his items, but Prime he's just on half of his items, so he definitely needs to farm up. But EOG connecting on the two People, right, the goal Sparta gets popped out. Aaron, the creator, he is definitely dealing the damage from behind. Duality gets taken down, a double kill for him, right there. RWM gets casted, but
Oh,
not on to, quite the favor. And this time, Team IGN will be taking that second match for themselves. So both the teams, they have a score of 1-1. So it will be quite interesting as, we'll be moving on to the fourth game right there.
I would say this was, a, a play of one of the teams because they were looking for their play. They are risking the graduate time and time again, trying to counter it with the Evercell as well, with the Herit as well. And both times, the team with the grandeur is having that lead, having that win right there. And I would say there was a lot of spacing coming out of both of the teams, and a little bit of a miscalculation. I would say for the side of the team. So I would say he was going for that sky piece, or when he wasn't. He was lacking in the damage as well as the kill, so maybe he should go for something a little bit tankier in order to sustain it into the team fights where most of the time it's actually Aaron who's bursting him down with the Rhapsody as well and the Death Sonata as well. With the Sky Piercer he had on going with a full stack, there wasn't a much of a comeback for them. The frontliner wasn't there, and when the family problems are looking for the plays, it wasn't the DPS wasn't that much. There wasn't any damage they could deal with. So I would say one has to, be careful in how they itemize their itemization as well.
Aaron, that is a 35% hero damage onto him. So he was the one dealing the most damage, and his positioning was really, really spot on. Like, you had he was providing the backup from behind, and he was he was away from any pursuit, and his team was there for him to cover him up. So that definitely led to the IGN emerging victorious in the second match. But will Zohunt take this win in this third match, or will it be going in the hands of IGN? To find out, we will be moving on towards the third match of the day. So before we move on towards the drafting phase, I
Let's
would
fight to
like
our heart's
to
content.
remind our viewers that the giveaway is still going on, and for that, users have to type exclamation mark twist, or is it semi? Okay, exclamation mark semi to take part in that giveaway, and you might
Butterflies
just
born by thy wish.
tickle your luck and
Thy
get
lands are
that
flight.
prize for yourself. So moving on to the third match, both the teams have banned the common bans, the bans that we saw from the first two matches. Nothing quite out of the ordinary, but this time the zone, they are on that first pick. So will they go for the Granger, or will IGN ban Granger this time?
Always on the way.
They haven't been able to counter that grandeur much because a lot of teams they were trying to counter for the grandeur, but right now we have seen so far how much of a problem the Hylos is. So the Hylos have been taken away, understandably so, because they do want to go for the Gasset as well. But right now, IGN should ban the grandeur, right? Because the grandeur has so much priority than that Harris. The Harris been, risked out a lot most of the time. They do not want the Harris. They do want the Granger more. But we have known that the Harris has been amazing going against the Granger, but it's kind of a strategy what both of the teams
Time
can
to
be going
drop
for.
the beat of
You
the
know, they
flash.
are still going for the standard Ben, the Juicin, the Matilda, and the Joy again. But meanwhile, for the side of Johan, they are very, very
Experience the
consistent in
youth
taking
of
away that
suffering.
standing.
Yep, Poke Prime is on to Granger again this time. So it just feels like whoever team gets the first pick gets hands on that Granger, and both the teams, they do not want to ban out that Granger, and it's like a fight for a tug of war for Granger as to who will be more what to say, getting Granger more in this best of five
Yeah.
series. But for now, we do see Kimmy again on to that Katakata. So he really did a great job on that Katakata in the first two matches, and he will be doing that. I don't think there will be more lineup changes, like major lineup changes, aside from maybe banning out a few core heroes. But okay, we do see respect on that Hayabusa
I'm
again, and
not
he'll be
Oh,
showing
the
us
one
some
bound
more of
by
his
these
Shadow Kill. But
chains.
duality will be going for that Phobius. Okay, quite interesting. Not a CC, not not a Hilda, but Phobius right away.
Oh, they are really brave to prioritize that Flavius, and I would say, the Flavius hasn't been much of an impact when most of the teams are concerned, but these are the teams that have the greatest mechanics of all times, and we are gonna see the Flavius being played to the full potential. But I would like to say that the Flavius pick might actually be just trying to, deny any kind of deathly heroes, especially the Aaron that's gonna be coming out over the side of IGN. But
Wipe out all
oh
the
my
injustice
goodness,
in the
that's a
world.
family problem special. We are gonna see Surface the third 3 games around and he's still using that show. It's gonna be, I mean, it's worth it though. We have seen it how important was the show for them. But I feel like there's not a lot of CCs coming out from the side of Johan. They need to secure a very, very high CC mates, but at the moment, for the side of IGN, they have a chance to pick up kind of hero, and ooh, they are actually gonna go for the result again.
Okay, Uritel against the Granger. Last match, the role was swapped, and this time Aaron will be
Oh,
on to that. Uritel, Irital, we all know Irital is the counter of Granger, but she does need that ample amount of farm to start countering Granger, and she definitely needs to get babysitted and stay safe during the early phases. As she is quite, even if she is mobile, she does have the mobility, but she is quite squishy. So a target from family problem onto Aaron will do that job for Zohunt. So they do need to be careful on that irrital. But for now, both the teams they have not shown their mage and they are quite targeting mage because Valentina has been banned out. So we might be seeing maybe a Yi from the side of team IGN or maybe something else. Paramis? I don't know. We'll have to see.
yeah, we will have to see definitely because one of the teams are, they are playing the mind games right now. Banning out the Valentina might actually have been, a strategy for IZ and again.
Only
But
love and
Fayden
night
is such an
are
amazing
everlasting.
Valentina user and maybe just denying a pick as well. But Sicilian Ben, I would say it's solid. You do not want to face a lead game Sicilian with that damage buff and the stacks as well, and a little bit of a sustain that he actually have with that bad face again. But looking at the side of Johan, they did actually take out that Tigra, a potential step for them. But right now, they think that Jimmy might actually be into that uh, uh the gutter gutter I mean might actually be still effect, so they do not want to take the chances banning out the room. Maybe they could go for another, at this time around they can go for the maze ban because they do not want to be too careful. But at that point this is like 1.1 right now. Both of the teams are gonna have to look for an advantage.
Oh, okay. Novaria gets that respect band because, which he really did a great job on to handling that Novaria. Like, she's not even meta and she is really, being the backbone of that of Team IGN in the last match. So I get it why Novaria was banned. But again, as I said, the banning the Valentina was, quite the what's this quite a key for picking up that Eve because we do know both the teams they are quite functional on that Eve and they know how to use them. So it's better to get away from that reverse RWM coming in from the side of Team Zone. But okay,
Oh,
a guy jungle, quite interesting.
okay.
Yep, definitely
Okay.
quite interesting. And Anti he picks up on that CC right there.
Yep, I said, you know, this is a weird situation for to see in Nakai because we haven't seen much of in Nakai, but there's a very, very tanky frontliner. I was worried about the frontliner for the side of Johan because they are too dependent on the family problem to the show, which just one species that we're looking for. But right now, that the Akai might be a good factor, and I would say Faden is going to be having a good time because he has three frontliners right now, and not talking about Prime because he has been good in positioning as well and mobility. But right now, looking at the side of the ICN, they require some more setters, right? Because the Gato Gata might actually not be the main setter they are looking for.
Yep. I am, really, really excited for this third match because both the teams have equal scores, and I'm excited to which teams will be getting the lead so far. But again, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, on to the third match of the day between Team IGN and Team Zohunt, and the winner of this semifinals will be going in advancing towards the finals. So it's gonna be quite a fierce battle for both the teams. So far, I do see the Vixana from the side of Team Zone, and the first two matches Vixana was banned because she has a really great lane clearing potential, and she has really good amount of CC right there. So opening up that Vixana by banning that Valentina, it might just do the trick for Team Zohan. But again, we will have to see because both the teams are quite good, and we won't be knowing which team will be emerging victorious
Oh.
until we get to that end of the game.
Yeah, right. Because one of the teams are very serious in how they are gonna play it around. But looking at the XP side, it's actually the CC who's gonna be having a good time. But right now, the Furious second team are not able to walk up into the front, but onto the top side. There's a lot of damage dealt onto Prime, but family problem at the same time being supportive of his member and knowing the far away for the Hayabusa where he's gonna be taken, and now he's giving his support for the team. And I would say this looks amazing to say the least. But Kimi was taken very low, and the series that we did a picture might actually be something, but yeah, that's two that has been wasted away. You know what I realized about J1 is that they always play the mid lane together, but for IZN, Timmy does always help his teammates or helped Redpack and clearing out the jungle pits and stuff. But Luma will be the turtle actually will be spawning in less than 10 seconds, so obviously if I'm looking forward to it as
I'm quite curious as to why Justin Mizo he picked up on Akai because Alpha was
well.
open and he could have been a great pick in this lineup. But again, it might be he might just be like getting bored of picking Alpha.
Oh,
But okay, look at that respect he stole that turtle onto from the hands of Team Zohan right there. So quite my bad for not hyping that up. But again, we do see Anti he is quite low, but the RW gets started right on time, and which he will be taking that first blood onto duality with his flicker, and it was he was quite he almost had 0 HP, so it was quite the trait to get on to duality by sacrificing your flicker right there.
Yep, I would say that was a bit perfect fit. I would say because at that point the Freemas wasn't having that much of a lead against ACC, but that one kill down for him might actually be putting him into the back position right there. But that family problem, just trying to dive and trying to kick on to one, especially the witch. But right now the taunt coming out from that Kimi might actually be a disability that I'm thinking of. But right now looking at the position, they are actually trying to go for that XP scared. It's quite uncharacteristic of him because they have been always focusing on to Prime and just trying to enable him as well. But looking at Respect, he's looking for something else. But the team then might actually be able to read this out. He's actually little bit behind in everything, and that's the one that he has to commit in order to secure that little buff right there to have that lead he was looking for.
Yep, definitely. A gank or to the gold lane might just do the trick for both the teams. But family problem onto that Joe. He was about to go after Kimi, but he got that taunt, and he was there for her void crystal, so he was not able to open that window of opportunity for that engage. But the turtle will be spawning in soon, so this is the second turtle, and we might see a turtle fight again. But the first turtle steal was quite phenomenal, but Hayabusa will be taking Prime out there with his
Oh,
OP Shadow kill. And okay, that heavy spin got baited out and got wasted right there. So quite a waste of resource for the side of Team Zohan. But again, family problem will be taking Anti out in that bottom lane. But the he was trying to get that turtle, but quite late, and the Artiblanc is casted duality onto that Inferno Pursuit V, which will be forced to get back Kimi on to revitalize, gets popped out. So not much of engage coming in, but we do see duality. He is trying to go for that engage, but they will be retreating for now.
Hmm. And that was you know, a Kai a little bit behind. It's not that much of a factor because you just have to use a heavy spin, but onto the top side, like they're not in trouble. Faden is taken very, very low. Respect will be securing that kill. That's that's two kill for Respect right now. He's having the right footing that he wasn't having to that previous game that we're looking for. But right now, when he's having those all those damage that he's looking for, the itemization that he needs, he's gonna be so ahead. And whenever there's a dive he's looking for, that's gonna be a sure kill for him. But looking at the position of IGN right now, there's three members under the mid lane. So this is like standard rotation coming out from IGN, right? Like Kimmy is always gonna be there, and there's a little support that's gonna be coming out from NTS. But onto the board, onto the top side, they take on to onto Respect, but it's gonna be chased.
Yeah, the AOG won't be connecting, but which he does cast his RWM, and family probably is quite in a problem right there. But the heavy spin gets popped out, and Kimmy he will be getting away. But okay, that Kimmy he does escape, but Baden is there to deal that last blow, so he will be getting taken out for that a little bit of an overextension. But duality he is there to save the mid lane turret from Hayabusa and CC right there. So CC she'll be forced to move on to that top lane, but the top lane turret is quite low, and Aaron might just pop that out. But we do see the turret is about to spawn, and Akai will be getting back as he is quite half of that HP he has. Oh, Vixana quite in trouble, but he does get away with his cursed blast onto Hayabusa. So quite the stun coming in from Vixana, but okay, family problem onto Aaron. But Aaron he does have his damage, and he will be getting away as he was getting melted out by Aaron on that irritated right there.
So a lot of time from between and the center person being connected by duality. They are looking for the place because at this point the thing is going is still level 9, but at this real manipulation has been fought as well as the 8. Oh, yeah, and the heavy thing will be coming as well, but with the one security kill onto the team, they're looking for more. Duality just dialing in to our two members, knocked out, but he's not gonna be saved. There's a lot of damage he's been taking and time is gonna be taken very, very low. There's a lot of DPS onto the backside. They might actually be thrown at this time because looking at the position right now, Respect just diving in the shadow kill onto Prime again, and that's a secure kill coming out from Respect again, and the mid lane will be falling down to the hands of IGN. A lot of advantages and profits for IGN with every kind of team that they are taking at this moment.
Yep. Before I talk about anything else, first of all, shout out to Tomorrow for pointing out my mistake. And I'm still a budding caster, so it's still a little bit hard for me. But again, thank you for your feedback, and I'll make sure to improve on that. But for now, moving on to the match that we have, the bottom lane turret has been popped out by Aaron right there. AOG connecting onto duality, but he does have his infernal pursuit right there, and he will be pursuing onto that. Okay, heavy spin gets casted as well. Dusty Miso, he will be quite low, but he will be getting away as it's the guard helps that out. But Aaron, he will be getting taken away from that prime, and prime he is definitely doing that damage, and which he will be getting taken out. So respect, a chase for respect is there, and the we have the dragon connecting quite well, and respect will be getting taken down. One person remaining for the side of Team IGN this time, and their mid third will be gone. So quite the comeback coming in from the side of Team Zone right there.
That was a kind of event I was in because it's like time he wasn't having that much of a good lead. He was 3 deaths down, and looking at Aaron the creator, he was actually into that lead, but looking the position right now is what's happening. They were looking for that chunking down that running, but right now it was you will not be connected on the last 5. It will be a little bit of a trouble here that your base will be dealing a lot of damage, but we have to back away. They do not have the required damage they are looking for, and not thinking about the range as well. IGN doesn't have the information of the position of other members like the same with Do or Duality as well. But at this point, the scarcity of their vision might actually be in the favor of Johan again because that did save life for Prime. Looking at the lot right now, both of the teams are just trying to look for it, beelining, but they're not starting by IGN again.
Yeah, the Lord is definitely starting, and family problem. He did connect his, we have the dragon onto Aaron, but he was not able to get that follower, and he'll be getting taken down, and Witch along with that Phobius will be getting taking Witch down as well. So 1 for 1 trade coming in from both the sides, and the pursuit is
Oh,
definitely there, and respect is he has his priorities straight and does go for that Granger straight for that Granger, and he will be getting taken up. 4 people already down for the side of team. Will it be a wipe out duality? He's trying his best right there, but he will be getting taken down and right before the Lord is up. So safe to say Aizen will be taking this Lord with no contest. As so he is the only one remaining, and he will be trying his best to defend his inhibitor from IGN, but he gets taken down because the Gattaca is there. Oh, okay, Prime onto that stage. Will he be able to successfully take Gattaca down? Okay, no, CC. However, onto the pursuit of Prime, but by the overextension, and he gets taken down by the hands of Faden right there, and the Lord. It will be marching from the side of IGN towards the side of Joan from the top lane.
I would say there was a both up and devastating for the side. For both teams, I would say because there seems therefore how much of a damage that Prime is dealing onto that Grinder. And because how that Sky Piercer again, without a stack per se, but he's going to be stacking up with the damage that he's looking for. And the double penetration he has been building up, but looking at the position of Jojo right now, there's a chance to clear out onto the bot lane, but Prime on the Grinder is just much of a stage that we have. He doesn't have that claim potential. It's actually the Vexana who is gonna be having that much clearance on, but Respect looking at the position right now. He's looking for and put down her flank. Family problem will be the one spotting him out, and that will be better will be coming to the Oh, what is the backside? DOD will
Oh,
be connected before the Lord. And nothing does the find the time and having will be coming defensively. RWM as well. Quality taken very, very low, and that's a diving going for the Irrital. The Purifiers becoming the family problem. Will be falling down. Prime will be taken again. Double kill for Respect and triple kill. Hunter Faden for Respect, and they are diving in from all the teams. There's so members trying to defend his team, trying to make his team survive a little bit, but just lost a kill for Respect again, and the Crystal will be the first place, and IGN will be taking the third game.
IGN did it. They really did it. Ending that game with that level 1 Lord. It's quite phenomenal, and the positioning, and also the priorities. They got the priorities straight. They knew that Prime, he was the one who's gonna be dealing that late game damage. So respect, he had his priorities straight onto Prime, and Prime being marked by Hayabusa and his overshadow kill, he was not able to get away or do anything. So it
Mm.
proved really quite well for the side of Team IGN this time, and they managed to end that game before Granger he got that power spike. And Faden, he did a really great job, and also family problem as well. But in this third match, IZN, they will be emerging victorious. And okay, it does mean if IGN they win this fourth match, they will be taking their way towards the finals, and it's quite the game point for Zohunt as well, as they really need to even out that score to take out a fifth game from for this best of 5 series.
So you're right, because at this point Johan has to be playing it safe. This is a do or die match they are looking for, because IZN can be experimenting this time around if they do not want to, if they do want to go for another play, this time around, I would say ICN have the first pick. They did win with that Irisal, just gambling with that Granger. But right now, finally, we see the Granger losing with Johan just being countered by the Irisal. This time around, they can just open the Granger because we have the Irisal that can definitely counter it. And the teams, both of teams have been finding the synergy. And there was a bit of a miscalculation for Johan, I would say, because they haven't been able to do much in the team fight, a bit of a misconnection happening in the team fights as well, because look at Icy and they were crisp, clean team fights happening. Meanwhile, Johan were struggling to keep their tempo, but looking at the ban coming out from ICN, they are going for the Joy ban again. There's no Joy gonna be open up for ICN.
Let's fight to our heart's
Yep,
content.
but Joy will be getting banned out by IGN again, and of course the Lucas as well. So safe to say, I think they will just go for that Matilda ban also. But since they have the first pick, they might just keep it open. But okay, the Harriet gets banned out from the side of Team IGN. So quite similar bans from the past matches, and maybe the next ban will be the high loss. Of course, the high loss he will be getting banned because in the second match he was being that what say quite the problem for Team Zohan. So he will be definitely getting banned. And Matilda, as I said, she's just a permanent ban from the side of Team IGN this time.
That's easy. They. I feel like they are just trading out the heroes. The Matilda being banned away very early on. I would say they are just looking for something that can they can destroy, that they do not want to have a seal against. But looking at the side of Johan, they do have chance for another ban. The Granter has been completely ignored. The Harriet's been banned away. And maybe they could go for that Cecilia again because the season has been a standard ban, but the CC also there, like you said. The CC might actually be affected here, but they did ban out the Highlands this time around, so yeah, it should be the same today. The CC won't be banned, and the Fusion will be next onto that banning show.
Every bullet of mine is a gift for you.
Okay.
Yep, and this time the Granger will be in hands of IGN. So as you said, they're just looking for that trade for both the teams, trying to trade the heroes out. But Aaron will be on to Granger again. So it's safe to say that they are just exchanging that Granger. Like I'll take the first match, I'll take Granger the first match, you take it second match, and then
Yeah.
we will just interchange between the matches, and they are not banning that Granger. But Granger, given the fact that Granger he was the main damage dealer, they did not ban him at all. They still see the other heroes as a threat and not Granger. So it's quite fascinating and surprising at the same time. But Dusty Mizo he picked up on that Fredrine, and Faden will be going for that Valentina this time, maybe to counter that Eve. Oh, okay.
Okay. They are actually gonna go for that fade and comfort, right? Because when you are in a dire situation, you do want to go for that comfort. And the Valencia being picked away might actually be a perfect scenario for them. But Dusty is picking out their Freddy so very early on might actually open up for respect to go for that Alpha, because Alpha with the two damage is gonna give the Frighten a very very hard time. And if you want to double down that damage, they can go for the CC too, because it's been completely open again. But right now they do want to go for the safest choice, pick out that pick out that CC hero that can control you, that can give you a little bit of sustain, that can enable your goal laner as well. And they are the ones actually banning out the picking out the Gata, because and has been amazing on it as well, and Kimi is constantly onto that Gatot castle. So we have to see how they fix this Gatot. But for the side of Joe, they are actually going to go for the CC. So they are just depending onto that Dusty Mizo's frontlining potential.
But IGN they have Alpha on their side, and Alpha is quite the counter for Fredrin right there. So I'm curious as to how this will be working out. Just they go for that Irithel ban because we know Irithel is the ban is the counter of Granger. So this time they did a great job on that ban. And for the side of Team Zone, they will be targeting on to Witch with his, Aurora gets banned, the Eve gets banned, the Zushin gets banned. So will we
Yeah.
be seeing a Vixana or that Novaria, because he does pull out the Novaria when needed, and it's kind of conditional pick, and he does make that Novaria work.
Yep. But for the first pick, for the pick for Johan, they can actually go for the B-Trick this time around to just try to be a 50-50 in lane against the Granger, but they shouldn't be rushing for the Mark 20 this time around, because I thought that the Moskov might actually be a good choice for the side of Johan, but IGN reading that out might actually be banning that Moscow. They want to give away the Beatrix, and Johan is getting right into the fact of picking up the Beatrix this time around, and Novaria, like I mentioned, is being the hot pick for which right here is going to be picking it up for a comfort.
Yep, yep. That Novaria will be another menace with her Astral Echo and her Astral Meteor. But okay, family problem onto Kaja this time. He has, he did not go for that Chow continuously. He is going for that Kaja this time. Maybe to fish out Aaron on Granger. It might be, quite great pick coming in, but yeah, they do Zohan, they do lack on that front liner, and they are quite lacking on that damage sustainability as well, because aside from Fredrin, there's actually no one to soak up the amount of damage that they will be receiving right there.
That's really true. And I say Kaza hasn't been much of a hot pick because we haven't seen the Kaza being picked away. And looking at the position so far, there hasn't been much of a target. Especially it's going to be focusing on the erratic phase onto the Grandeur. But he have the flicker and he have the frontliner he's looking for, and it's actually can be onto the Badang. The Badang onto the group position, I would say, might be working out well for them because he can have the stun, the wall that he's looking for, and maybe a bit of a CC crowd control for them. Yeah, just seems so much has to play the play of his life in order to take this game.
Okay. I just realized that the Badang is a roam Badang, so we don't see that Badang roam quite often. But in the hands of IGA, they really make that Badang roam work out. So I'm curious to how this one will be working out as well. And Badang, he is helping Alpha to get that farm
Oh,
by taking the hit and also the minion onto himself, but it was quite a fail. Trying to maybe go in
oh.
for that jungle for the side of Team Zohan this time.
That was a good skill coming out from Vader, right? Just killing the Elite Wanderer and keeping it, keeping respect a little bit behind. But looking at the farm right now, the thing is that it's actually the one lagging behind. They have the similar rotations, just trying to focus onto the gold lanes first. And the position of family problem and so on. They are just winning, just trying to have that control onto the mid lane. This time around, actually, it's Johan who's going to be having that winning mid lane because of the clearance coming out from the Kaza as well as the Valentina combined together. Maybe they might actually be in a total control right now because we have seen Navara will be the one actually clearing it alone. But onto the board side, they're mirroring each other at this point. I think it's just typing and respecting that out, just looking for taking that what is he doing? Okay, that was a not a weighted pose we are looking for because the position of the veteran that just seems there wasn't in a good position because he was just diving in, just looking for I don't know what was he doing, and that's the first that will be secured by IGN. We have to wait a little bit because I feel like it's Dusty Mizo's internet that hasn't been working. No, but for the first time I was in that wasn't a bit of a mistake at his part, and I was questioning it a little bit, but I would say that was an AFK moment. I'm looking at the goal right now. IGN should be having that first lead just because of that little bit of a problem coming out from the side of Johan. And the plot might actually take a little while because they have known with the teams they have to be careful. Mm. Ah,
अरे भाई
Mm.
Okay,
Okay.
after that. Okay, David, you take it.
Oh no, that's a very, very good set of very highly to secure by rhetoric. But yeah, that was a bit of behind part of the thing. Oh, the AOG can start with the full buff battle and that team is there. There is reason will be committed as well. But oh, from an AOG for Henry and that's the best side faded just diving in, just trying to horrify him as well. But this team is just diving in and that's a kill. What's the anti? That was a very jealous on this part, I would say, because you see. I mean, it's a Fredin after all. It's not the assassin you're looking for. And how much you try to dive in, the supports coming out from his team as well, and the tankiness and the support that he have might actually be in the favor of a Johan right now.
Yep, both the scores are quite equal and not much of a not much of a goal difference. Besides, it's like 600 and just the first 3 minutes of the game. And I do see the turtle in the side of Team IGN. And I had a little bit of a technical issue, but I am back. So back to the game. I do see that they are, Zohan, they are hovering on to the top lane to maybe pressurize on Aaron, but Aaron, he's there in the mid lane by, he just knows what will be happening. But Kimi, he is doing a great job in providing the vision that they need as well with Novaria. Duality, however, he might be on to something. Faden connect. Okay, he will be getting away as he does have his dash right there. So no casualties for both the teams, and Pete, and he did manage to steal away Garutkacha's EOG right there.
He was making use of into that first fight that they were looking for when and he was diving in onto them onto the blue buff right there. So that's why he might actually go for it again. But looking at the position of Timmy, like he's just trying to serve away the team from going for that turtle again, just waiting for his teammates to be right on time, to set up for the turtle. But right now, that's just seems like a very, very hefty tank that we're looking at. And it's going to be dealing a lot of damage and more damage is stuck in. But what of the jungles are to the same level? Interestingly, because the thing is that has been falling very early on, but also the backside, no, the bit tick is very, very low, and the tree person as well. The fifth pack committed on the prime, and prime will be the one falling down to the hands of Aaron the Creator again, and family probably has to back away. That's a lot of damage we have been taken. The team is very in trouble here. But he's the same team member that we were talking about, and for that AOG again. The turtle will be a bit of a hit that
No.
we are looking for, but here the Kratos is securing that turtle to the hands. And he is a hand to himself, and that's a hit they are looking for. And just even to have to back away, he's taken very, very low, and Timmy is diving in, just looking for more, but out to the backside. Hayden in trouble, he is in the pick of a pickle, but taken very low, and he has to flicker away.
Okay, the snipe coming in from Beatrice, that was quite on point. And that turtle steal from Greater, no one saw that coming. Like, absolutely no one
Mhm.
saw that coming. And Zohan, they, let their guards down and let Aaron take that last hit. And he was quite straightforward with his objectives. And he did
Yeah.
not miss a single bullet on that turtle. So we do see the score differences still the same, but goal difference wise, it's they are leading by 1K, approximately 1K, and we do see family problem trying to maybe fish out someone because he is in that bush quite alone. But if he does not get that follow up, then he will be punished for going in that far. But the mid lane pressure is on by Destiny and Peyton right there. Okay, bottom lane, we might be seeing something. Respect onto Duality will. Yep, the Spirit of Alpha does connect, and Duality had his Purify ready, so he will be getting away. But the chase is there. Four people on the chase, and Astral Echo right there. But the last hit going in, from which or with that Astral Meteor did that job, and Duality he was taken out by four people. And top lane turret will be gone in exchange of Duality right there.
You know what? One of the things I'm looking for that actually have oh my goodness, wait a minute, there's a lot of trouble into the mid side and the team is just trying to have it, but there's a horrify coming out and he's gonna be, he's gonna have to move away from that onslaught because there's not much he can do about, the divine judgment is there. It's not yet there for memory cover and the turtle is already and we have to be a little bit for that resources to be popping out in order to secure that area for the but it will be also the best connecting all the team members as well, but Respect will be the one securing that kill and he will be the one falling down eventually into the hands of him again and looking at the end of the face pack will be connected to one member and one kill for on duality
Oh,
for Aaron and one kill for Kimmy onto Aiden. Again, there's a greater threat committed, but this is empty where Thank You Ever won't be able to take him down again.
okay, seven and a half matches into the game, and the score is still four. So both the teams are playing quite well. Okay, it was connecting on the no one NT. However, he will be forced out to use that revitalize because he was quite jumping in on the turret. And Family Problems trying to maybe dish out something, but he will be going back. So as I was saying, seven. Oh, okay, Astro Meteor
Oh,
connecting
wow.
right on point, but he did manage to get away with that slither of HP right there. So as I was saying, almost 8 minutes into the game, and the score is still single digits. So both the teams are playing quite safe and focusing more on objectives this time because the match is quite crucial for both the teams. That's it's kind of the turning point for both the teams, and they won't be taking risks right there.
Yep, absolutely right. And I would say that was an amazing start from he managed to take down Prime to a bit of a way, but Duology in trouble is gonna be stunned down. Stunned by family. Oh, that's a divided plan. We can also see it will eventually fall out of the hands of Prime again. That's a AOG from another AG will be the ones that secured. Stun taunting that team Misery and falling down to the hands again, but Faden in trouble here will be eventually falling down to the hands of Aaron the creator with the Dex another and it's a double kill for him hands, but Sky Bruiser with the 30 and he's going for more damage, but oh, Respect in trouble here. Okay, that is
Okay.
eventually falling down to the hands of Duality.
Duality, he is melting right there with his war X. He just needs just one item, and that will be the war X, and he can just go for oh, okay, he can just go for defense. But while we talk about that, Aaron will be absolutely annihilating Team Zohan right now with his crazy damage coming in. And again, he still has zero deaths, and majority of the kills are in his hands. So he is, getting that farm. He is leading the goals by 2K. He's leading 8,000 goals into his hands right now, and 40 stacks on that Sky Piercer. So if he does not get that shutdown, then he will be quite the problem. And the only one who can go into the backline is Valentina with that AOG. But again, a fight has been broken out. AOG connecting with two people on the backline, but Faden, will he be escaping? Okay, the Dead Sonata was not connecting and he will be escaping for now. Oh, okay, never mind. Aaron takes that kill onto himself, but Family Problem will be taking anti out from the backline as well, and a double kill for Aaron right there. Dusty Measle gets out of the frame. So three people down for the side of Team Zone right before it Lord spawns, and a great objective play coming in, and the fight favored in the side of Team IGN, and they will be taking the Lord uncontested.
That was actually not say the way the positioning something was a little bit of a weird position. I was saying, but oh my god, that's a lot of damage onto Duality. He hasn't been much of a factor at this time around because he hasn't been able to zone out any of the members at this time because Aaron has been almost a full build. He will be going for that BOT and that will be the end of his build and that's four expensive builds that we are looking at. It means that he's having the goal that he's looking for. A very high value expensive equipment and he's still almost a full bill with that and I would say it's gonna be hurting a lot when this damage when the team fight is happening and look at the lore it's gonna be spawning just merging down onto the top lane, and they are looking to take a little bit of the top lane and I would say this is a winner for them because they will be able to secure the mid lane as well but looking at the position of Family Problem he hasn't been able to land the fight divided by onto Aaron at this point.
Okay, it's reconnecting and Family Problem gets taken away by Kibi. Okay, the Spare of Alpha as well, but the Purify hits right on point, and CC will be getting away with that, But the Astral Meteor, however, won't be connecting out to no one, and Zohan, they are confined in their own base this time, and with only the inhibitors remaining, the pressure is definitely coming in from the side of IGN, and it's still pouring in, with all the minions, and they just need to defend their inhibitors. But the Astral Echo and also the Astral Beam, okay, that was the Spirit of connecting, but AOG connecting onto 1%, which he will be escaping with his flicker right there, and Anti gets taken down by family problems. So Zohan, they are fighting back. Will they go
Oh,
for more? Okay, Aaron gets the shut down, and Family Problem will be taking his Aaron's blood onto his hands. So quite the turn of events coming in, and Zohunt, they will be taking that lane pressure for themselves. As Novaria and Badang, they are the only ones remaining, and they will be forced to stay inside their lane and hopefully try to defend from any upcoming pursuits from the side of Zohunt.
That was a perfect figure divine just make a bit of a battery problem, I would say, because he was looking for the one member and he was finding that kill onto that stun, that suppress onto Aaron the Creator, and that's the perfect member to kill to take down right there. And still for that team they were onto the blue buff was successful. And this point, Johan has to be careful. They have to be together at that point. Just keep our duality, give him the journey potential, and not being caught by the wall that could be coming out from Kimmy the down there. Ooh, that's a lot of damage, and he will be connected onto the backside, onto the right vertical mana. Beatrix will be taken down by Aaron the Creator again. There's a stun blocking, so it's on the run, but Aaron will be taking him down again. That's
Oh,
still for Aaron again. He's looking for more faded. Somewhere he has the flicker, but he's gonna be safe for now. But Andy's just diving in looking for more. But that was a good, and I mean an upper hand and a profitable team fight coming out for IGN again.
yep, definitely. As you said, the tides have turned again into the side of Aizen. This is quite what is it, unpredictable for both the teams as they are just taking fights and taking that skill for themselves. And Aaron will be taking one of them out. Okay, Astral Echo, however, we're hitting on Faden. Okay, that was Astral Meteor. Sorry, it was hitting on Faden, but he does get taken down because he had to come back to save his base right there. And IGN will be taking that victory for themselves. So the score is a 3-1 in this best of five series, and they will be getting advancing towards the finals.
Amazing fight, I would say, because both of the teams, looking at them, we have been talking about the draft as well. They are gonna go for the comfort, but very very early Valentina hasn't been the best choice, I would say, because there, like you mentioned, there's no drive potential coming off from all the members of Johan. It's actually Aaron the Creator who's having that great positioning and the spacing as well with along with that flicker. He's gonna be hard to catch, and even when he was in a position where he has to be caught by the divine judgment, there's a lot of protection coming out from the Badang, from Kimi, from Anti, and even from Respect as well. They have been playing for enabling that I run onto that Grander, and at that point he was like he can go for that second build Sky Piercer because I'll be stacking it out, and he did too. And there's not a lot of burst coming out for the side of Johan, and I would love to say that betting out the Moscow for IZN denying that split first potential that's going to be coming out for the side of Johan and forcing them to pick onto that Beatrix was actually the wisest choice for them. And I would say there was a good team fight for IGN because they know their potential, they know their mechanics as well, and they know their heroes so well. And at the end, it's actually the Grander again being open that calls out Johan this tournament, I would say.
Yep, definitely. Unfortunately for Zohunt, they will be competing for that third place with the runners up for tomorrow's another. We do have another match tomorrow. Another semifinals between Team Eliminators and Team Peak to Plummet. So don't um don't miss that out, and make sure to subscribe and press the bell icons for that notification, and we will be with you right again, same person same place tomorrow as well. But as what to say about this whole best of five series, Debbie? It's quite interesting because the first match was on the side of Team Zohan, and then after that it went to IZN. And then, the third match, I was kind of thinking Zohan votes to take it, but it kind of went into the hands of IGN. And both the teams, they are quite good, but it's still a competition, and you only one has to emerge victorious, right? Quite the interesting matches that both of the teams displayed to us. And is there anything you want to say about the matches that you saw today?
I would say that just, I would say both teams are impeccable in how they're playing, and they have two different positions as well, and two different kind of synergies too. Because we have seen the mid lane for Zhuhan, they were opting for clearing out their lanes together. Meanwhile, for IGN, they were opting for helping the jungle clear out the faster minion, and this team is actually has been, behind in most of the levels that we are seeing and hasn't been able to secure a perfect retribution because the respect has been perfect on it, as well as Aaron when we see him securing that turtle as well. But that was a two big teams playing against each other, and I would say that was a very very genius and brilliant draft as well. And the execution of coming out from both of the teams and this understanding of their play styles and their games as well, I would say they are amazing on both. And I am so excited that and I'm so grateful that I have a chance to cast for this team as well, and I'm very looking forward to collaboration in the future too. So thank you for having me here, Jewel.
Oh, no, no, no. The pleasure is all mine, to have such an amazing analyst and an analysis caster with me, casting alongside with me. And, it was really, really great working with you. And I do hope you join us for the match tomorrow and also the grand finals, because who would want to miss that out, right? So make sure to, everyone who's watching the stream, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notifications as well, because tomorrow we will be having another exciting match going on. It will be a best of five series and another battle for the final spot. But for now, unfortunately, it was the only match and the last match, what to say, the first and last match of the day that we presented to you. And I would, like to see everyone, like everyone to share their thoughts on the comments as to how they felt about the matches. And are you excited for tomorrow's as well? So I would like to, see everyone do comment on that, and I will be waiting to see all you guys commenting right there. But as I said, unfortunately, it was the only match that we had. So we will be bidding you guys good night. And it's not the end. We have more matches tomorrow. So I am excited to see each and every one of our viewers again tomorrow. And I don't know, I'm just kind of twisting the words here and there and repeating everything again. But I just don't I don't know, I just want to interact with our viewers more. But yep, for now we will be bidding you good night, and do make sure to tune in tomorrow as well. This was your caster Zero, and alongside with me was the amazing guest caster Debbie, and we will be bidding our goodbyes. So hope you all have a great good night.